Hey guys, today we're going to be looking at the Hero Factory dropship, and here it is, and this thing is wonderful. I absolutely love this toy. It is amazing. I knew it needed something a bit longer than a short, so here we are with a video. Someday I think I might get to doing a live stream of me building this, but I just want to do a review on it because it's just such a spectacular toy, and I haven't done really a Bionicle / Hero Factory full review, just done shorts for a little while, so I think it'd be fitting to do it with this. And it is marvelous. So we're going to take a look at this individually. So I will get the pilot out and the dropship on its own, and we'll look at the pilot first, and then we'll go through the features and everything, how to put the pilot in and out, and just go through what this thing can do and how cool of a toy it is. So I'm going to go ahead and get him out. I don't know his name, but get him out, and we'll look at him. And here he is, got him out, and I really like his colors. He has the Furno chest plate. This is the Furno chest plate, I'm pretty sure. This is one of the Glatorian helmet pieces, obviously the Bionicle Glatorian faces. He has the same fists as the rest of the line, these are the Bionicle feet, and then obviously the same limbs and everything. But I just want to compare him to Stormer right here. And I really like his colors. Obviously he is missing these shin armor pieces, and because he has to fit inside the cockpit of the dropship, he has these more bent elbows from some of the Agori sets from Bionicle and like Avmatoran. He doesn't have these full stretched out arm and leg pieces like Stormer and the rest of the canister sets do, but I really do like this guy. I love his colors, even though it's really just the black and then the blue and this little bit of gray, which the gray Hero Core really breaks that up. I really love that color scheme of this, I don't really know, just regular blue with this nice silver Hero Core. Yeah, he's just really basic. I wish he did have the same shin armor as the rest of the canister sets, just to make him feel a bit less like a Gory from Bionicle and more like one of the Hero Factory sets. But other than that, he has the same basic articulation as all the other characters and canister sets of Hero Factory, just a bunch of ball joints. But yeah, as himself, as a really basic little toy, I really like him. He's just really fun, really simple. So let's go ahead and get the main event on the table and look at that. Okay, so here is the dropship back here on the table, and it's just such a cool build. I really like the yellow. I think it would look really cool if it was all silver, like the wings and stuff back here, but the yellow does look really nice. These stickers, these were pre-applied. I bought this used, so these stickers were applied, but I did get the opportunity to build this. Well, these stickers are really nice. Really like these accents, like these little things. This is just one of those, I think, Fantoka launchers from Bionicle. Can't quite get it to fire there. I really like those. They're like some of the best launchers in Bionicle and even Hero Factory. Some more stickers, and then some little like engine detail and some tubes, and then I guess a big thruster with some more wings and some more wings, and then like some lights, and then I think these are about the same stickers and things. And I just really like it. Just love how this is built. Just love how it's constructed. Just a bunch of Technic stuff with these big sort of like armor pieces. Just is really cool, really fun. You can see the seat right there, and then this little movable landing gear right there makes it stand up, and just it looks really cool. I don't know why. Is it obviously this is open? It's not doesn't have like a windshield or anything, and obviously this isn't to scale like the dropships in the cartoon or the show or whatever, but it still looks really nice for what it is. I still really like the color of it, love the design, And I'll show you how to put in our little driver. You know, you just undo this from these two tan pins, and then you take him and then you just sort of sit him down, and then you can just put him in there, and then you put his hands on the controls, just move his arms around, and this is why you need these arms. But for how much space is in here, I feel like they could have added some of those shin pieces. And I will try Stormer in this, try fitting Stormer in this, because I have him out, but just have to sort of fiddle with him to get him to fit. Like, this has to go over his head so it can be pegged in. And this is a little bit of the, you know, not as fun part, is just sort of fiddling to get him into the ship. But it still is fun. I just love this set. I do own the Roka, the, you know, the ship that Puhatu has from Bionicle 2008, and I also have the the big red ship that Lewa has, and this is still one of my favorite. It's still my favorite, I think, because it may not be as big as those two, or as like clean, but it's just like, it's just kind of more fun looking, in my personal opinion. You know, just like his blue matches the yellow, and he just looks really, really cool in this. It's just super, super fun, super, super cool. Just this whole thing, obviously with this, just is amazing. It's on the floor. I couldn't catch it. The gun just makes it so fun and so amazing. And then you have these that could be used as little lasers or, you know, guns or something. It's just a really, really fun set. I'll quick grab Stormer really quick. He's right here, and we'll try fitting him in. Obviously, his one arm will not work because it's you know, a molded piece, but we will try. These are a little annoying, these pieces. They peg into the sides of these like half axle pieces, and these do tilt. You can see that they tilt a little bit, and then they obviously swivel. But we'll try fitting him in. I'll just bring that arm out. But we will try getting him in. And if it does work, so I'll just leave both arms out because I know the arms won't fit. But it's more just the shin pieces. But you can see that if we fiddle with it a little bit, we can get Stormer to fit, and there he is. He does look a little bit cramped. If he had the arms like him, the bent arms, he would definitely fit, but we can adjust position his arms to look like it fits. So I definitely wish that this guy had the shin armor just so he didn't look so, you know, different to the other heroes of the line of the first wave heroes. But either way, the other heroes can fit in this if you have the other heroes, and I really like that. It just makes this even more cool. So we'll just get him out really quick so we can show off one more feature. But we'll get him back in here super, super quick. Just really, really quick. And the fact that, you know, the heroes deploy with these ships, I think this could be a perfect idea for, like, army building. Not army building per se, but you could just, you know, you could buy like 5 of these for each hero to have, and then just take him, you know, keep one, and then either make mocks using his parts, or, you know, just take him apart and use the parts for something else. But you see that sorry to just like jump from, whoa, you can do stuff with him, and now down here, but what you can do is, this is my favorite gimmick. You can see, obviously he has a handle, and it does help just flying it around. And I will raise the camera up just a little tiny bit. When I say tiny bit, I mean a lot. Just so we can make this much easier. So you can see that it has this little trigger. You know, and it has one of those big main gimmicks like the jet toys of Bionicle 2008. And this closes together, and these wings lift up. You can see these bands in there, and then these little gear pieces. and it's used so you can take the canisters, because these are like the hero pods that they go deploy in the cartoon and show, and you can hold them like this, and I absolutely love it. So you can drop them and deploy your heroes, because obviously the heroes can fit in the canisters. I didn't put Stormer in his. Obviously you can hear that he's not in here. It's just his instructions. But this is just such a cool gimmick. It's just being able to fly around and hold this toy can hold the other toys and deploy them, wherever it wants to. It really lives up to its name, the dropship, and I have just no real conditional love for this. Like, it's just such a cool, fun toy that it's just fun. I don't know how much this toy is. It's been a long time since I looked at one, but I really recommend this toy. It's super, super fun. The compatibility with the other heroes being able to basically pilot this, the compatibility with the canisters, it being able to drop them off, and live up to the namesake of the vehicle. And then just its build, the build is very fun. It's very interesting. With the gearing mechanism, you can just see how odd and different that this thing goes together. And it is very extensive. It's not a super big model and toy, especially compared to the other, like the Bionicle jet toys. I don't really know how to say that, but compared to them, it's really not that big. It's mostly compared to the Rocka or the Roka or whatever, the one that Puhatu has. It's closest to that scale. I don't own the Jetrax. I just have the big red one that Lewa has. I can't remember the name of it, but it really is an amazing, fun, cool toy. It's just super incredible. It oozes just fun. This is what this toy is meant to do. It's a toy on its own, but this toy is definitely like Metroplex and Fortress Maximus. This is a play set. It's that this toy really wants to play with the other toys of the line, like fly this around and like attack like Von Nebula or explode in the villains, and then you can drop off the heroes while he's like making like cover fire or something. Is that this toy just exudes imagination. And then the fact that any basic body type of hero can fit in this, of the first wave, all of your mocks can fit inside this. Basically, obviously they won't be able to hold the handles if they don't have these bent elbows, but that's okay. With just the way I showed with Stormer, is that without them, it can look convincing enough if you're just playing. And that's what this toy is. It's a toy. It's not really a model, because if it was a model, obviously it would be bigger. It wouldn't be this shape, because in the show it's very like just a rectangle bolted to a like a prism, not a prism, a pyramid. So this toy isn't accurate. It's not big enough. Doesn't have a windshield. Doesn't have this. Doesn't have that. But it's a toy, and it knows that. It knows that you're supposed to pick it up and whoosh it around and have fun with it. And even if you took this thing apart, you would have endless amounts of fun with the variety of pieces, these little jetpack pieces, these wing pieces, the gun, all the pieces that are in this set could be used extensively in mocks and different creations and upgrades and whatever. Like, you could probably buy 2 of these and find some way to make like a big super drop ship or something, like a frigate or something like that. I just love this toy. It's just so awesome. I knew that it couldn't get a short. It's such a cool toy. I absolutely love the look of it. Sorry if it squeaks. It's just such a cool toy. It just looks incredible. It feels incredible. It is a little rickety, but that's just like, I think, the nature of like a lot of Technic stuff. But it's just so fun, and I would really recommend it, because I think compared to the other, I think it is of comparable price to the Rocka. Or the Roka, like I said, the one that Puhatu drives or flies or whatever, from Bionicle 2008, I think is comparable in price, about $80 to $100 for this, especially complete. But compared to the Jetrax and the Axelara, or I think it's the Axelara or something like that, the big red humongous red jet thing that Lewa has. Compared to those two, he isn't too expensive, and I would really recommend you getting one because it's super fun to build, it's super fun to play with, and it really is just absolutely fun. If I had the capabilities in my room that I was in, I would easily hang this guy from the ceiling, but I don't. But where I do have it is just phenomenal, and I absolutely love the look of it, and it's just super fun, super awesome, and just really, really cool. So I just really recommend this toy because it's so fun, it's so cool. You know, I literally repeated myself. I typically do that when it comes to cool things that I like. I just, at the end of the video, I just repeat. But this toy really is awesome and amazing, and I really recommend it. It is a lot of fun, especially if you're a Bionicle / Hero Factory fan. Is phenomenal, super fun, super cool. Really recommend it. And that's what I have to say about the dropship. So, till next time, see ya.